Hello learners, this is Excel with Habiba. I am back with my topic Philosophical Foundation of Education. Under that subtopic, contributions we were discussing, we have completed Vivekananda, Tagore. Now we are going to discuss about Mahatma Gandhi, contributions of Gandhi to educational thinking. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi is popularly known as Gandhiji out of reverence, Bapu out of affection, Mahatma on account of the saintly nature and father of the nation for his role in the freedom of India from British rule. As we all know, he was born in October 2nd, 1869 at Porbandar, which was a small state in the Kathiawar agency of British India. As we all know, he devoted himself for the country. He completely devoted himself to the service of the people. He put into practice satyagraha and ahimsa. Now let's understand about his educational experiments. What he has done was, in the beginning, Gandhiji's philosophy of life, including philosophy of education, took a shape in South Africa. His educational experiences at the Tolstoy farm at Transvaal in South Africa proved very valuable to him in formulating a new system of education suited to the needs of masses. So, on that basis, what he understood was the children had to devote 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day for vocational training and only 2 hours to book learning. Nowadays, we give so much importance to the bookish knowledge, but no, he has given importance to learning by doing, and learning by cooperation became the chief method of education under him. Now the next one, what he did, Gandhiji came to India in 1914. Thereafter, though he was deeply involved in the freedom struggle, he continued his educational experiments for a short time at Shantiniketan, then that is a Sabarmati ashram, and finally at Sevagram ashram established by him. Sevagram ashram is located 16 km from Wardha. This place has a great significance as Gandhiji not only formulated his scheme of basic education but also fought the battle of freedom from here. So this is the second experiment, that is Sevagram ashram, that formulated the basic education we have to remember. Now Gandhiji's writings on education, let's have a quick look at it. First, My Experiments with Truth, then Basic Education, Towards Need Education, True Education, then To the Students, then Gandhiji has given Task Before Indian Students, India of My Dreams, Medium of Instruction, Task Force India. So Gandhiji also wrote extensively on education in Harijan, that is a paper founded by him. Now Gandhiji's philosophy of life has a deep spiritual basis, and the two pillars of his thoughts are, one is Satya and the second one is Ahimsa. Satya means truth, Ahimsa non-violence. A combination of both these two, that is Gyan Yoga and Karma Yoga. Now let's understand the principal features of Gandhiji's philosophy of life. So Gandhiji's philosophy of life has a deep spiritual basis, and two pillars of his thoughts were obviously Satya and Ahimsa, as we have seen now. So that is truth and non-violence, a happy combination of both Karma Yoga and Gyan Yoga. Now, under his principles, first is realization of God. That is, Mahatma Gandhi believed in Ekeshwaravad and thought that only through the medium of God, the manifestation of truth, love, life and knowledge is possible. He said, God pervades everything. God is life, truth and light. So according to him, the second one is truth and ahimsa, that is non-violence. Ahimsa is the only way Gandhiji suggested that can lead us the ultimate destination of life. Satya and ahimsa are the two sides of the same coin, he says. They are intertwined and it is practically impossible to separate them. So satyagraha implies holding of truth through love and purity. So these are the principal features of Gandhiji's philosophy of life. Now let's understand the principal features of Gandhiji's philosophy of life. Under that, few more things were added, that were service of humanity. That means Gandhiji observed the immediate service of all human beings becomes a necessary part, because it is the only way to see him in his creation. Then the next one is self-discipline and self-purification. That means whatever we people, whoever has this self-discipline, they will have the self-purification also, he says. Then comes the dignity of labor he has given, and Ramrajya as the concept of a society he told, that is he wanted to establish Ramrajya, which he identified with justice, peace, happiness and welfare of all. According to Gandhiji, completion of life is attained through the fulfillment of soul, and for this purpose a favorable society is needed. What he sought was a spiritual society set on the foundation of freedom, justice, equality, love, peace and non-violence. Then comes the righteousness and truth as the highest religion. That is, Gandhiji was of the firm view that true religion and true morality are inseparably bound up with each other. So these are other principles of philosophy of life of Gandhiji. Now let's go to the objectives. The ultimate objective of education for him is not only a balanced and harmonious individual, but also a balanced and harmonious society. A just social order in which there is no unnatural dividing line between the haves and have-nots, and everybody is assured of a living wage and right to freedom. Now let's see in detail about the objective of education according to Gandhiji. Learning by earning. What does it mean? According to Gandhiji, students should learn and side by side earn by doing some work in the school itself, like handicrafts, weaving, crafting, anything. Students must learn, he says, learning by earning. That was the first objective. And then how should be the education? That is craft-centered education. Craft should become the source and center of learning. Gandhiji suggested crafts like weaving and spinning, etc. And spinning, Gandhiji said, just as we cannot live without eating, so it is impossible for us to attain economic independence and banish pauperism. So what we should do? We should encourage the students. He himself has been the example for all of us. He also spinned and woven the clothes and all. So the next one is self-sufficient education. Education should be imparted in such a way through crafts that their products are manufactured articles by the students and should meet some expenditure in running the school also, he says. Then the medium, what should be the medium of instruction? Mother tongue should be the medium of instruction for him. The foreign medium has made our children practically foreigners in our own land. That's why he wanted to give importance to the mother tongue. Then what is discipline according to him? The highest form of freedom comes through humility and self-control. According to Gandhiji, discipline should not be imposed from outside. In this view, discipline grows in human mind out of self-control. So he sought for a favorable classroom condition for the development of such discipline from within. Then comes education and character. According to him, education and character both are very, very important. He said, what is education without character and what is character without elementary purity? He says he has given the question to us only to decide, which is very, very important. Then what about women education? What he says about women education? For the progress of the nation, women education is essential, he says. So the girls should be given enough educational scope. He advocated an experimental co-education system, that is, boys and girls studying together. Earlier they used to separate, but he has proposed co-education. Girls and boys study together side by side. Home science will be introduced for them. Then how should be the ideal teacher? A teacher has an immense influence on his learners. In education, a learner success depends on his teachers, his or her teachers. So the teacher should present himself or herself before his or her learners as an example. What Gandhiji said here, we must procure the best teachers for our children, whatever it may cost parents, so that they can undertake adequately the molding of their children. We should not think about the cost. The education should be the aim of the parents and the teachers here. Now coming to the curriculum here. Gandhiji regarded education as a preparation for future life. He wanted education for everyone, every Indian around the corners of India. He sought that education which would enable them to attain financial self-reliance. He wanted to apply his basic education here. So, according to him, following were the steps for him for the basic education under this. So, what he propounded, activity-oriented learning. Activity-oriented learning, weaving, agricultural works, paper designing, metal works, etc. should be introduced in the syllabus, he says. Handicraft is an important part of his educational system. It will serve as a bridge between rural and urban life, and interest will grow in the learners, he says. Then handicrafts is an important part of his educational system. So he propounded around these activities, other subjects will be taught in a simple way. He says that another language should also be there, that is history, geography, mathematics, physical education, social sciences, civics, etc. Then spiritual development of the learner also was given importance. For the spiritual development of the learner, Gandhiji put stress on the practice of music, dance, art, and cultural and many other co-curricular activities. And for the moral development of a child, what he said, there will be enough scope for the physical health development of the child. Even moral development is also important. It should be inspired to respect his or her elders and learn the lesson of honesty, simplicity, prayer, meditation, etc. And what about physical health development of the child? What he says, through physical exercises, they learn the lesson of self-defense, he says. And also for the girls, Gandhiji planned for the learning of the home science. Now let's see Gandhiji's teaching system. Gandhiji's teaching system is obviously based on social science, psychology and physiology, and principle of activity. And principle of correction is also used well by him in forming his edu theory. There is an obvious similarity of his ideas of basic education and the thoughts of John Dewey. Gandhiji's teaching system is full of so many characters. Let's see them one by one. First one is compulsory universal free education for the boys and girls of the age 7 to 14 years are group. And then mother tongue will be the medium of education here. Based on social science psychology, we have done this. And then compulsory universal free education. Mother tongue will be the medium of education on this level. English learning will be totally rejected, and Hindi should be learned as a national language. And also learning will be arranged centering on a handicraft in accordance with the learner's ability. The next one, learning that is basic education is totally should be activity oriented, and individual and group effort is developed through practice, he says. An important feature of basic education is learning with earning. Now, what is the relevance of Gandhiji's views on education in modern times? Let's see here. That is emphasis on relating school education to the needs of the society. That is the most important in Gandhiji's scheme of education, was the emphasis on relating school education to the needs of the society. He wanted to achieve this objective through a system of learning while earning. This has been given stress because children, after learning, they have to survive in this big world. For that, they should start learning from the school itself how to earn, according to their interests. He gave an important place to the learning of craft. It will be seen from the curriculum of the present day schools that work experience and social useful productive work find an important place. That is SUPW we used to call it as. Then his emphasis on education through the mother tongue, that is very important. Learning by doing. Then mother tongue is the accepted principle by all the thinkers. Then comes the Gandhiji's stress on inculcating dignity of labor is the need of the hour. There is the dire need to develop elements of spirituality in our life which is dominated by materialism. So these are all the important relevant things under modern education what Gandhiji has given. Let's revise once again. Learning according to the need of the child, learning by doing, while learning while earning also, and inculcating the dignity of labor, and an important place to the learning of craft, work experience and social useful productivity, emphasis on education through the mother tongue. So these are the relevances of Gandhiji's views on education in modern times. Then Gandhiji as an idealist, naturalist and pragmatic educationist. He was idealist. According to his idealism, emphasis on truth, non-violence and character development. And as naturalist, his naturalism views of making mother tongue as the medium of instruction and providing freedom to the child. As a pragmatist, his pragmatism and experimental approach to education and other issue emphasized learning through real life activities. So let's conclude through this important quotation by Gandhiji. By education I mean an all-round drawing out of the best in child, man, body, mind and spirit. I hope you liked the class. If you like, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.